put my damn phone there. Put this shit. As soon as I take a shower. I was connected to the Wi-Fi, that's why. I'm mad about that loss though, damn. Eating them crackers. Put some nutrients in your body. I don't know what you thinking.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. To speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
What was that?
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Oh, he's got Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 60 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So a big-time scamper there to cap a touchdown on the opening drive.
Sets a tone, establishes not what you'd call a dominance, but a really good feeling for the team that just scored. But I've got to ask you, partner, what do the analytics say about that type of a run? Does it establish anything else for them?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Ingram again, a first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Well, you want to do it because y'all let him do it.
Caught right side, it's Snead. That would good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down in midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Jackson options out left, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape. Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Back to back.
And that one covered beautifully. No. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. That's going to back them up almost a full 10 yards. It's going to be a loss of 9 officially, and it's 4th down.
Pears. That's stiff. Who the hell eat pears?
Sunday.
In the can.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Jackson options out left. He'll have a first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
How much that contract break in the morning?
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Right before. Do something like right before.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
In the daytime. That's morning time.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's everything.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. And he will go
not
down
moving. I'm pressing
outside
the
of the
fucking
pocket
button
for
and
a
he's not
sack,
fucking
trying to get
moving.
away but could not. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Kenny Young. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Jackson options out left. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Good, far as the boot.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Here's Jones on the return. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half,
man, you're not even
and they've had the ability to see what you've done.
You just getting
blocked. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first. Jackson options out left, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Jackson on 3rd and long. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. Okay, I got a quick tangent for us here, Charles. Let's look at the teams that have not yet won in the NFL. The 0-3 teams, the Jets, Dolphins, Bengals, Steelers, and Broncos. Who do you think is the first to get off the schneid?
Well, when you look at it, who has the open week? Who's safe? The Jets?
The Jets, yeah, they don't play anybody, so they're not going to win this week.
I think the Bengals and Steelers, they play each other.
Yep.
So I think the Steelers beat the Bengals and get off the schneid. They're the team that I'm looking at closest and having the best opportunity to get it done.
How about Denver hosting Jacksonville? A possibility there for the Broncos, right?
Definitely a possibility, but I like the way that Jacksonville comes into this game. A big win on Thursday night at home against Tennessee and riding their hot rookie quarterback, Gardner Minshew.
What is it? Come on, hold.
And Howard stopped short. He didn't get there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. On 4th down, it's Howard. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now this time, Wentz will throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
This will be caught just inside the 10. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Howard. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. And Elliott puts this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Throwing now is Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. On 1st down, it's Ingram. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, they'll run with Ingram. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Timeout. Oh, shit, they locked me. They lopping me.
Now Jackson. They set up the screen to Hill.
They locking me, man. That's bullshit, man.
He's down at about the 30-yard
damn.
line.
The fuck is he playing that defense for?
Conversion, 5 yards on the play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run from the pistol with Ingram. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Good one, good one.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds
I want
remaining.
his ass to throw it. I play stupid. I got to pass that ball now. Y'all niggas ain't gonna tell me shit. Passing that shit.
Now Ingram, he's been busy today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
It's a loss of 3. Brings up 2nd and 13.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Thinking back to 2015, didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So straight.
Fucking bad game. Damn. At least I'm 500 now, but damn, I can't lose no more games, no more. Fuck. 50 for 30. I can't lose no more games. Damn, man. Playing stupid. Go to the Chiefs, man. That's probably on the quarterback. You Chiefs and Seahawks. Damn. Get it back. Get that one back. 50 for 30 on 500, man. So I'm gonna try to go with 10 win streaks all weekend. I ain't losing no more. I ain't losing again on ranked games. I'm going on a 20 game streak. 20 games.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Oh, just damn.
Good. 180. 56.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
It's our time. Alert, 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 alert. Go.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. It's caught. Beckham. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Pilot, 64, wait.
Play fake. Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll turn and give this to McCoy running right. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes, and he slings one that's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's going to fire one deep, it's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 59 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Watch out.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Safety screen.
That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there. Charles, before the game, you and I were looking at these league, and Detroit's technically won at 2-0-1, but let's look at the 3-0 teams. The Bills, Patriots, Chiefs, Cowboys, Rams, 49ers, and Packers. I'm guessing if I ask you who would lose first, you might say Buffalo because they play New England this weekend.
I think you're right about that because that's what you look at. What's the schedule tell us? We know the 49ers are safe because they got an open week coming, so they should be okay on that one. But you would say Buffalo, even though they're at home, New England gets them. But as a wild card, putting them on upset alert, Green Bay on Thursday night with a desperate Philadelphia team coming in. You know, you got to be really careful with that, despite the fact Green Bay's defense has been so impressive in the early going.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. And after all that, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
You know, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. Mayfield off the play fake. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. The gain of 39 that time. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback.
There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. And Andy Reid, never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2.
Shift. No.
And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the slant. Let's go. Blitz. Let's go. Come on.
And how about that for just running out the clock? The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. Would you say 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Mayfield. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, as time expires in the first half, as his guys are back within a single score. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. Now, a little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
Check. Yellow. 180. Check. 53. Nice, sweetheart.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. He's got his man on the comebacker. That's Watkins. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. And a nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 28 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Mayfield now. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, alert 33.
From the gun, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. They go play action here on first down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Frank Clark just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. To try again after the sack. Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Bashaw Breeland. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back home.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
On 3rd down, here's McCoy. And he's got this down to the 35. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10.
You said what?
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Mahomes going to throw. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be
Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 78 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
When he bust his bubble when he scored the Wildcat game over, he quit.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Mahomes in the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
44 Mike. 44 Mike. Check. I'm coming for perfect. 44 Mike. 44. Attack. I smell fear in that offense.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 76 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. And the Browns were able to cover this one up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Mayfield looks to throw. Flushed out right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Alert 3. Check 9. Blue draw quarters. Regular.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
To throw, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Go.
1st down, Mayfield. Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was looking for Landry that time, but it'll be 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. Wide open receiver complete. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
One last shot from Mayfield here. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Run. Tighten up. Hey, exit.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.